Children or no children, you are still my wife.
There was one part where...
Look, I think you need some rest. Let's go on. Go and lie down for some time.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. We'll have a long chat in a bit of here, okay?
I am against an adoption. And I'm against a divorce too. Look, take a second wife. If she doesn't like it, tell her politely to go to hell.
You know we can't forever remain like this.
Like what?
Without a child. And I doubt very much if you would continue to live with me, should I suddenly become impotent.
And so you called me here to pack my things and leave?
No. Don't get me wrong, Christy. If I wanted you out of my life, I would have done that a long time ago.
So what is it then?
Our family tree must be continued. And you know I've exercised patience for over 10 years now. And I still love you. I have therefore decided to take a second wife.
You mean that Moses made you pregnant? Christy, you mean you had an affair behind your husband and got pregnant?
Christy?
Yes, that is me in person. That is what your unfaithfulness and wickedness has turned me into. Poor you. You even failed to recognize me. That abortion has rendered me barren for life. And no man wants me. So if I'm here today, it is for you to fulfill your promise of engaging and wedding me as well. Yes. I should never ever forget what's behind the photograph. I have come to say Moses forever.
Look, how did you manage to know where I am?
I've not come here for you to ask me questions. I've come for you to fulfill your promise of making me Mrs. Moses. Enu, please come.
Oh.
Hello.
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 Oh, okay. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Your face looks quite familiar.
Yes. We met at the party once.
Oh, I see. That's nice.
Enu, that is him all right. They're called Moses, the destroyer of my life, the cause of all my troubles today. I'll follow him to his house.
I know. If you don't mind my calling you that, could you please talk to your friend to exercise patience? You see, I'm so confused, I just don't know what to say or do. Please talk to her and send her away.
Send who away? Why don't you come and drag me away yourself?
Look, I'm expecting some visitors.
And what do I care about that? Let them come. Are you ashamed of me today? I'm not moving an inch from this office. And when they come, I'll introduce myself as Mrs. Moses. Walk out, please.
You have really changed, Christy.
Mr. Moses, you want me to convince my sister to leave, and she's also not ready to leave. So what
Yes,
can we do?
look, let's come to some sort of compromise.
What sort of compromise? It's your marry me that will solve the problem.
We'll
That's
talk
all.
about that later, Christy, okay? Look, we could meet somewhere and talk things over, right?
Well, I'll suggest my house. Tomorrow is Saturday. We can fix the time at 1 p.m. prompt. But if you fail to come, Mr. Moses,
We'll come to your house.
But I don't know where you live.
Oh, okay. Do you know Sakasaka very well?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What about the basement?
Yes, I know the place.
When you get there, ask of Conconsa Villa. You'll be directed to my house.
Yes, I'll be there before it's at 1 o'clock.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Let's go, please. There's no way he can hide from us, Christy. Let's go.
I'm sorry for what happened in there. That's all right.
Let me sign those letters before I leave, okay?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Throw this thing away.
Are you all right, sir?
Yeah, I'm all right. That's okay.
That 776, please. Who? Hey, Priscilla. As for you, Priscilla, you can never change. Where have you been? Oh, okay, I'll tell him. No, I don't need anything from you. Oh, come on. What's wrong with helping a good friend in need? Oh, Echo just arrived. Do you want to have a word with him? It isn't necessary. Okay. See you on Monday. Bye. Hello, dear. You are welcome.
Yes, thanks. Where are the kids?
I'm going to Auntie Lucy's house to play.
Let me see. Who was on the line?
Mrs. Adanko. She wants me to convince you to increase our location by 20% cash down. Oh, you don't seem to be yourself. What's wrong with you?
Oh, nothing, but just tired,
Haven't you forgotten something?
Look, I'm sorry. I can't. Kindly get me a bottle of beer, okay?
Well, aren't you going to have supper?
No, I don't feel like eating now.
A certain young lady, sharply dressed, came looking for you this morning. And I directed her to your office.
No, why did you do that? Couldn't you have taken the message from her? Look, in future, please don't direct anyone who is not known to us to my office. I hope I've made myself clear.
You really made that man sweat in his office, Christy.
This is just the beginning. And as I told him, if he wants to have his peace of mind, then he should keep to his part of the promise. That's all.
What if he refuses?
Huh? You know me, Eno, but you don't know me well.
That must be him. Yes? Come in. Please tell me.
Thank you.
Please. And what can I offer you?
Well, a bottle of any soft will do. Hello.
Well, I'm glad you kept your promise, Mr. Moses.
Oh, you can call me Uncle.
You're welcome to my humble home.
Okay, thank you very much.
Well, Christy and I were thinking of ourselves when we had your knock.
Yeah.
So what brings the big man to my office?
Well, thank you very much, Eno. I was busily attending to some correspondences when I received an unexpected visitor in the person of Christy. Well, I must confess that she was the last person I expected to see. So many things followed till we agreed to meet here this afternoon. That's why I'm here.
To find a lasting solution to this delicate issue.
Precisely.
Well, Christy, we heard him loud and clear. Once again, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know how to start, but Christy and I have been sisters. And it's like it took her 10 years to spill the beans that you were the cause of her inability to have kids. A situation that has cost her her marriage and an ocean full of headaches and heartaches. Her mother-in-law called her a man. Why did you do that?
You mean Christy is married?
Divorced.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But to be honest with you, Eno and myself, that was the only way to convince a difficult Christy to have the abortion.
I see.
You see, I really loved her and meant what I wrote behind the photograph.
Did it ever occur to you that by that note, you were putting your head in the hangman's noose?
Well, I'll say no.
One other question. Why did you stop writing to Christy along the line? I mean, when you got to the States.
Pardon me?
She wants to know why you stopped writing to me exactly 14 months after you got to the States.
Well, you know, the course was becoming more and more difficult, and I just didn't have the time to be writing home.
You had the time to attend to nature school, have breakfast, lunch, supper, attend parties, games.
Chase girls and also write to your parents back home as well as your friends.
Okay.
And not me.
Why?
I'm really sorry, Christy. Look, but can't we settle everything like adults?
What do you have on your mind?
Look, I'm prepared to heavily compensate you, Christy.
Have I taken an insurance policy against accident from you? All I want from you is the engagement and wedding you promised.
But Christy, that isn't possible. You're not legitimately married.
I'm aware of that. The boy is called Kobe. And you think I don't deserve a son, eh?
Please, Christy, try to be reasonable.
There's nothing you can say to convince me. I know you are legitimately married. Fine. Divorce her and wed me. If you can't, engage me and send me to the altar.
That isn't possible, Christy.
It is. Nothing is impossible. You can do it if you want to.
Have you ever seen or heard a man taking two women to the altar?
Be the first to do it.
But I can't.
So what do you want me to do? Roam aimlessly about? And who, if I may ask, would want a barren woman for a wife?
Look, I could arrange for you to adopt some kids. Look, I'm prepared to pay all the expenses involved. And also see to it that you and your kids are adequately provided for till the end of your lives.
That's very thoughtful of you, Eko. But I prefer adopting your 2 children.
What? No, what has come over you, Christy? Why do you want to be difficult? Now, would you have come looking for me if all had been well with you?
No, I wouldn't.
Then why don't you leave me alone?
All right, Eko. I'll leave you alone. I will. Thanks very much for coming.
Oh my God.
Well, Echo, I tried to help, but it seems it didn't work. In situations like this, what you need is tact.
Look, I know. I think you and I should fix a date and really talk. You see, you're the only person who can help me out of this situation, and Look, I'll give you anything. Just anything you want to convince Christy to leave me alone.
Well, I can't promise you anything, but I think you're in one hell of trouble. What comes out of your mouth decides everything.
Sorry, thanks, catch you later. Yeah, so that's that, Bob. Look, if I'm not careful, this woman will be a pain in the neck. I couldn't even recognize her when she came to the office.
But how did she manage to know you were in town?
I just don't know. And I've completely forgotten all about her. You know, it's been such a long, long time. But Charlie, it's been hell for me the last few weeks. You know, living short notes here and there for me. Oh, Christ.
And you say she wants you to marry her?
Yeah.
Good. Look, it was silly for you to have written that note.
Charlie, man, at that material moment, that was the best thing to do. It was the last resort. And if I had refused to go along with her, Charlie, I wouldn't be what I am today.
You could have put to your best chance.
I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you should have been in my shoes. Yeah.
So, what do we do now?
So what do we do now? Charlie, I'm so confused. I just don't know what to do. Look, she knows my house and office as well. I can't hide from her.
Uncle, look, you got to be really careful this doesn't reach the ears of Pat, or hell will break loose. She's human. Wait a minute. But, Uncle, why don't you have another chat with that Christy girl?
What good do you think would come out of it?
Look, you never can tell, boy. I don't look at things standing on my head. Come on, sit. Let's sit and talk, okay? Now, listen. First, cut off whoever that annoys. Invite that Christy girl out and put your cards on the table. Look, it's going to take some time for her to soften up. But when she does, she could freeze.
Why don't you have a word with her yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
What good do you think will come out of it? Where does she know me? And by the way, I don't want to add more fuel to the already burning flame.
But my only hope is her friend Eno. Oh.
What? And you think Eno will be on your side?
Why not?
Don't deceive yourself, Echo. Her bet is in a friend and not you. Look, the only thing I can think of is what I've told you. Pick Christy out somewhere and give her the raps.
And what if she refuses to go out with me?
Then you indeed have a very heavy load to carry. Then the only way out would be either you leave the country and go to self-exile, or give in to a wish and marry her.
What? Going to self-exile because of a woman? Bob, you aren't serious. What crime have I committed?
The crime of having ruined a woman's life. Look, let's face facts, Echo. Put yourself in a position and think of so many things. That woman is frustrated and desperate. And a desperate and frustrated woman can be dangerous.
Bob, I just can't imagine myself having two wives. That is out of the question, Bob.
Then how do you get rid of her if you think she's a pest to your very existence?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Hello? 222-666. Can I help you? Beg your pardon? Oh, yes. She's in. May I know the one speaking? Oh, hello. I wouldn't recognize your voice. How are you? Fine. Thank God for that. All right. Hold on. I'll call her for you. Christy? Christy?
Yes, ma. You always have to shout on top of your voice.
That's the only way you can hear me. Your ears need to be examined. Eno is on the line.
Hello, Eno. How's it going? It's fine with me. You say what? The connection? Oh, that's all right. The old lady is sitting right under my elbow, so I won't say anything now. Pardon me? The something came to your house yesterday? And what did the something say? All right. I'll be there soon. Okay. Bye.
Where are you off to again? I just want to know.
I'm not a little girl.
I just want to know. For the past few months, you have hardly ever stayed at home.
But where else would I be apart from Eno's house? I thought it was you who told me to get up and lead my own life. Just leave me alone, okay? Hello? Is that 6574, please? Can I speak to Mr. Moses, please? Oh, he's gone out? May I know who's on the line, please? Mrs. Moses? Hello, madam. How's it going? Oh, fine. And the kids? Oh, we thank God. Please tell him Christy rang. I'll call later in the evening. Okay, bye.
Who is Mr. Moses? I wouldn't want you running after someone's husband.
It's the order of the day if you don't know.
So you should go in for somebody's husband.
Ma, which man? Unless he is retarded, we'll go in for a woman with a cemented womb.
So that doesn't mean you should go in for somebody's husband.
But what else do you want me to do? Ever since my marriage fell on the rocks, no man has ever seen my ties. But things will change soon.
So that's why you've gone in for Mr. Moses. Connection. Christy?
Ma, doesn't Echo Moses mean anything to you?
Echo Moses. Look, the one who made you pregnant. You found him out and flirting with him. How silly of you, Christy.
Why the rush, mother? Stop jumping to conclusions. I found you with the assistance of Eno.
When?
About 2 months ago.
And what happened?
Nothing. Just that he couldn't recognize me.
How pathetic. But you haven't finished with what you are telling me.
It will wait, mother. He's married with 2 lovely kids, a boy and a girl. But he'll definitely marry me. No 2 ways about that. When the fool wises up, he becomes wiser than the wise man.
Christy?
But I'm getting late.
Listen, if you fall down and break your leg, you should be thankful it isn't your leg.
In other words,
you still have life. Forget the past. Look, that Mr. Moses won't marry you for the whole world. Let me tell you.
that man Moses will marry me for the world. He has bitten more than he can chew. See you.
Auntie Mary, what are you thinking of? I didn't even notice you opening the door.
I met Christy at the gate. She's come back to her normal self and looking good.
Yeah, there is news.
What is it?
I don't know whether to say it's a piece of good news or a piece of bad news.
Christy has found the man responsible for her barrenness. Really? This is news to me. What did she tell you? Open your ears and let me tell you.
Whatever the trouble is, it must be very serious, I suppose. For the past 3 months, you've been drinking heavily and not eating well at all. That apart, you've become terribly forgetful. What is eating you up?
It's nothing serious, but just a little business problem, that's all.
And you would think by drinking all day long and refusing to have your meals, you overcome it? You keep skipping breakfast.
It's nothing serious, but...
I'm your wife, Echo, and I think it's time you confided
Just
in me.
a little business problem, all right?
Just a little business problem. For some time now, a certain lady who calls herself Christy has been ringing this house and wanting to speak with you. Who is she?
Christy what?
That's all she said, just Christy.
And she didn't leave any message with you?
No message. She just wants to speak with you.
Well, I know a lot of Christys. Next time she calls, please ask her surname.
Hello? 6776, please.
Can I have a word with Mr. Moses, please?
Who? Mr. Moses? Do you want to have a word with him? Hold the line.
Hello. Ekomos is here.
Hello, Christy here, please.
Christy what?
Don't pretend you don't know who you are talking to. And I know you've been receiving all my messages through your wife.
My wife told me you've been calling, but never left any message. How are you?
That was a lovely lady you were with at the restaurant. I hope you don't treat her the way you treated me. You are really having a good time, Echo. I could have told your wife what you are doing behind her, but that isn't necessary. If you have money to blow away, then be very careful you don't go bankrupt before I put my plans into action.
No, Christy, who told you all these?
As for that Selma girl, I have plans for her. Very soon your wife and I would meet. Meantime, I'll see you before you leave for the States.
No, hold it. Christy, wait.
This is a surprise visitor.
Yeah.
What What can I offer you?
Thanks, that's all right, Enu. Look, Enu, unless you do something about our problem and convince Christy to see eye to eye with me, I'm sure I'll become a mental patient very soon.
What is happening?
Now, where is Christy?
I haven't seen her in
Look, she follows me anywhere I go. To the restaurant, to the beach, I mean everywhere.
Take things cool.
And she calls me at all times. At times as late as 12 midnight and as early as 1 a.m. in the house.
Really? I'm not aware of this.
Now, my wife knows of one Christy who's giving me help. And you know, Christy had the courage to interview a good friend of mine and got to know about my business plans. I mean, what right has she got to do that? And to worsen matters, she's threatening to tell my wife certain things and also plans to meet her personally. Look, Eno, Christy is pushing me to the wall. In fact, if she wants to destroy me first, I'll do so.
Is that a threat?
I wouldn't say so, but I don't think I'll sit down and look on for Christy to destroy me. Look, Eno, you're the only person who can help me out of this situation, Eno. You're the only person she would listen to. Please do something about it.
Hello? Is that Mama? Yes, this is Eno. I'm fine, thank you. Yes. Please, is Christy at home? Can I speak with her, please? Hello. Where have you been in the past 2 days?
In the house.
In the house? That's a lie. I've called your aunt 15 times in 2 days. Echo is here with me now.
What's he doing there?
Look, it's a pitiful sight.
Pitiful sight. What's wrong with him?
I think he's going into pieces.
He's a pitiful sight then. Like I told him the other day, what's happening is just comedy. He ain't seen nothing yet.
I think you should go slow on him, Christy. You should see him losing weight, losing his good charms, improperly dressed, and confused among others.
You rang me just to tell me all this. On what side are you in? I call myself.
I think you should answer that. All right. I think he wants to have a word with me.
Oh, hello, Christy. Now, Christy, why are you doing this to me? Why do you want to destroy my marriage?
I didn't know you were crying baby Coco. So long, Mr. Moses.
No, Christy. Oh. She's put the receiver down.
I think you should go to her house.
She'll throw me out.
Oh, I don't think so. This is too refined for that. But let me get something decent to wear. So one last thing, Echo. If you fail to reach a compromise this time, I'm afraid this will be the end of what I am doing. I have better things to take care of.
No outing today.
I don't feel like going anywhere.
That's lovely. Let Safa prepare the evening meal for me.
Okay.
And I can PC.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Again? Hello. 222 please. Who? Oh, Auntie. Sorry. She just left. Oh, she didn't say anything like that. Okay. Okay. Bye.
Hello. Somebody there. Yeah, hello, Christy.
You should have told me you were coming here with this man.
Oh, but at least welcome us before you burst out.
This is your house. You are no stranger here. Have you brought him to fix a day for engagement and wedding?
Please let me...
Yes or no? If yes, let's talk things over. If no, I'm sorry I can't grant you audience.
Oh, wait a minute, Christy. Now, why do you want to ruin me? Why are you torturing me? Why do you want to destroy my marriage?
You contributed immensely.
No, please, Christy, please.
The only way to have your peace of mind, if you aren't prepared to marry me, is to get rid of me.
Eno, kindly inform Christy that I'm prepared to give her an amount of 15 million cedis and a brand new car specification.
Of what use is 15 million cedis to me when it can't give me a child? A child of my own. And what of the car? Should I regard it as my child? How thoughtful and generous of you, Echo. You know your reputation and connections are on the line. Not forgetting the scandal that could come out of it. And you know that some social hungry papers, hungrily and greedily looking for sensational news. What bold headlines they would print. If a copy of what's behind the photograph is given to them. Think of it. Think of it very well. Have a nice day.
Mommy, please, we want to go and play.
All right, but please comport yourself. If I hear either of you has been naughty, that will be the last time you ever step out of this house, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, madam.
Oh, good afternoon. Please sit down.
Thank you. I'm a good friend of Mr. Echo Moses, and on my way to Kumasi, I decided to pass by and say hello to him.
Oh, I'm sorry he's going to service his car and wouldn't be long in coming if you don't mind waiting for some time.
Oh, not at all. I suppose you are his wife, Mrs. Pat Moses. Nice meeting you then.
Nice meeting you too.
Mr. Moses has told me a lot about you and his children, Kobe and Alberta. I'm also Christiana Frimpong.
Christiana Frimpong?
Why, does the name ring a bell?
Oh, no, not at all. What can I offer you, please?
Anything, please.
Okay, just a moment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are the children?
Fine. They've gone to Ned's house to play.
Oh, okay. Echo and I have known each other for a very long time. We were classmates. It was just some few months ago when we accidentally met at a restaurant. I was with a very good friend of mine, and he with a lovely-looking lady whom he introduced to me as Selma, a cousin of his.
Selma.
Why? Don't you know her?
No. Anyway, Echo comes from a very large family, and possibly we haven't met before. Where are you based?
Oh, Kumasi. Well, I travel a lot doing business.
Yeah, I see. Okay, can you please excuse me as I have to finish with some food in the kitchen?
Not at all.
Oh, that's him.
Lucky you. He didn't stay long.
Hello, Echo. A pleasant surprise, isn't it? You weren't expecting me, I suppose.
No, what are you doing here?
Why do you say that? Didn't I inform you that sooner or later I'll pay you a visit?
What do you think you're doing? What right have you got to come here?
Is that how to receive a visitor?
No,
Your
leave
wife...
before I order my watchman to throw you out.
I dare you to call your watchman to throw me out. You are an owner of this house. Why don't you throw me out yourself?
How dare you?
Madam, what do you think you are doing? You came looking for my husband, and I warmly received you. Now look at the sort of behavior you are putting up.
Yes, but tell her your peace of mind and walk her out.
Look here, Echo. What makes you think your wife will touch me? If you have any throwing out to do it yourself.
I don't think you're normal, Christy.
Why should I? And how can I be normal after the way you treated me? Madam, you are married to one of the most deceitful, sweet-tongued liar of a womanizer I've ever come across.
You are the Christy who's been ringing this house?
No, please, Christy. What do you think you're doing? Do you want to ruin my marriage?
Leave me alone, okay? Your husband was my boyfriend at school. Have a look at this picture and read what's behind it.
No, how can you do this to me, Christy? How can you be so callous?
And now understand the whole story.